Welcome to my channel, Tina's Corridor. Today we are going to be sharing with you the making of Ikokore, the Ijebu's special delicacy. The special food that I'm going to be sharing with you, I'm going to be sharing with you the ingredients in making the Ikokore. It's a special food loved by not just the Ijebus, but a lot of other tribes. And I will be going over the ingredients. You can add different kind of meats, different kind of ingredients. It depends on how you want it. And later on, we do have a special guest today who is going to be helping out. I will be sharing with you all the ingredients that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be adding a lot of meat in today's exercise. But again, it varies. Everybody is different depending on your diet, the kind of food that you want, the kind of meat. Some don't even use meat. They do use crayfish, or just add, especially people that are do not eat meat, vegetarians, you can still just cook it. But the main ingredient that you need is the water yam, and it's also called the white name in the US. So I'll be sharing with you the ingredients later on. These are the ingredients that we are using today for the Ikokore: the mackerel fish, the dry pepper, the shrimp. I'm using the fresh shrimp, the fish, the dry fish. For the sake of this exercise, I'm going to use the goat meat. Some people do use the red meat. It varies. I'm going to use the grounded crayfish, also the seasoning, the Maggi cube, goya, all-purpose, the palm oil, and the main ingredient, which is the Ikokore, or is also called white name or water yam in Nigeria. Here is the grating of the water yam. This is the process. This is the grated water yam that is already prepped. This is the final phase prior to actually adding it to the boiling beef broth that's on the stove. That's the mackerel that has been deveined, and that's the goat meat that's cut into pieces. Again, with the beef, it varies. Some people do use red beef, but I do red meat. I prefer the goat meat in adding to my Ikokore. This is the fish, the dry fish. That's the crayfish. That's the shrimp. And for some people, if you don't have the beef broth, you can just buy. You can pick up the chicken broth. You can get that at the grocery stores. And that's the palm oil. We're going to be adding the grated water yam into the stock, and it's going to be forming like a dumpling. We're going to allow it to cook for about 10 minutes. It's going to form like a dumpling, and then we can add the other ingredients to it. We're going to add all the other ingredients to it. As soon as it forms the dumpling, we're going to start adding the mackerel, the beef. We already cooked the beef. We already parboiled the mackerel. We're going to add all the other ingredients that you want, and the palm oil will be the last that you add. And you're going to let it cook for another 10-15 minutes or 20 minutes, and it will be ready to serve. So right now we're adding the grated water yam. And so again, this is Ikokore. So viewers, I want you to click on the subscribe button below on the right lower corner, and like and share my video. This is Ikokore, a special delicacy loved by mostly the Ijebus and many other tribes. Now we are going to start adding all the other ingredients. We're adding the shrimp. We're adding the shrimp. And after the shrimp, you don't have to add it in any order. You can go in different orders. That's the goat meat that we're adding to the water yam. The already cooked water yam. It's already seasoned. The Maggi already seasoned with all the other seasoning. The all-purpose Goya, all-purpose seasoning. And now we're putting the mackerel. Adding the mackerel, the fish. And the last of it that we're going to add now, that he is adding, our chef, we work together, we're a team. He's adding the palm oil. We're gonna start to gradually stir the Ikokore. Just gradually stir the Ikokore. Gradually stir the Ikokore and allow it to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes, and it will be ready to serve. Wow, it's looking good. Looking good. This is the final phase. We added the palm oil. And you can also add more water, depends on the consistency. Some like it very thick. I like mine like this. I like it just like this. You can add more water if you as desired. And I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cover it and then let it cook. Let it cook for another 10-15 minutes and it will be ready to serve. So this is the Ikokore Ijebu. Very, very tasty, very delicious. This is it. It's done. Ready to be served. Looks very good.